Our next guest is one of our finest leading ladies. She's starred in Australian productions of Wicked, Shrek and Legally Blonde.
I'm making waffles.
And is now behind the mic with her pep talk app, Hey Lemonade.
To turn a bad day around in just minutes.
Please welcome Lucy Durack.
Hi, Lucy Durack.
Hello.
Hello, Tim. It's so nice to see you guys.
Good to see you.
I nearly saw Mon on the weekend. We were both in the same theatre, but we messaged afterwards. I didn't realise she was there.
Yeah, because you were on stage and she was in the crowd.
Yeah, but I was on stage right at the end. I felt a bit embarrassed. I was like,
yeah, the Wicked 20.
They got us up on stage for doing literally nothing.
Lovely to see you. And congratulations on 20 years. That's massive.
Thank you. Well, look, I was only there for some of it, but still, thank you.
That was my next question because I you know, Joel knows how kind of
how
uneducated I am.
Yeah, vague on theatre you are.
Vague on theatre I am. And I was like, well, Lucy's been doing that for 20 years, hasn't she? Because, you know, we've known you for a long time, Mon and I've been doing radio for 23, so I'm like, well, I assume.
Yeah.
You're the queen.
I mean, to be fair, I did do it for quite a long time, but not quite that long.
I know. You were so good. You were so good in Wicked. I loved you. I mean, you're so good in everything you do. But
You are.
Oh, stop it. Lucy and I played a brother and sister on a TV show.
Yeah.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
What TV show?
Sisters.
Yeah.
Lucy was the lead. I was just supporting.
goodness.
You
Have
were
you seen
an
Sisters?
amazing... Joel was actually so good in this. You should watch it. It's on Netflix.
Was he better than he was on Neighbours?
Yeah, he was so good in this.
Because that was an award-winning performance. That
Yeah, if you
character.
thought that was good, this is even better.
Oh, thank you,
yeah.
Lucy Durack.
Lucy, I have had the pleasure of performing with you, but Joel, I had never seen Wicked until Joel took me to the opening like last month, wasn't it? And the whole time I was watching it, I was like, this is so Lucy!
I know. You should have seen her in it. She was sensational.
I'm so
It was so
upset.
much fun. I love that show. When I saw it the other day, like I did it for 1,300 shows, and I
Oh
was
my
still
God.
surprised by bits. I was like, oh, that's right.
Do you reckon
Bit
you
of
could
like
remember
Dory.
it if they called you up and they're like, we really just need a last minute fill in?
That did happen to me once. Like I had stopped. I hadn't done the show for ages, and my friend Susie had taken over, and she got sick. And they were like, "Can you get on a flight tonight to Singapore and open the show tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh God!" But as soon as I put on the bubble dress, I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember how this goes." Like the
so
muscle
rock and
memory
roll.
came back.
Joel's taught me about Dr. Footlights before. Now, I've obviously never done anything on stage. But
You should.
there must be a time, and you have to be honest with us right now, 1,300 shows where you are about to walk on and you go, this sucks. Hello, everybody!
As if.
No, I really did love it, but I think that I loved it so much. But I was 5 months pregnant when I finished Wicked
Right.
last time with Polly, and I was so sick. There were 7 points in the show that I could run off and be sick, and I usually was running off and being sick.
my gosh.
So
And that's
I feel-
crazy
yeah.
too, because when you're, as a vocalist, when you're sick, what that does to your throat and your vocal cords must have made the shows even harder.
Yeah, it was. Look, if anyone says, "Oh, I saw Wicked in Sydney," I was like, "When? 2009 or 2015?" 2015. I am sorry.
Oh no!
Were there any Katy Perry moments when you you read your phone at a bad time and then you just had to go out?
Look, yeah, there were actually.
I mean, don't go through them, but I'm assuming you didn't get divorced.
No, not with my husband. Just
No.
with, like, I think
With
doing
life.
8 shows a week of anything.
Yeah, that's it.
You have different moments in life that are trial, and that's the nature of it. You have to the show must go on. You know, one of them was we did lose our Wizard of Oz, Rob Guest, overnight. He died
yeah, of
suddenly,
course.
and we had to keep going, and that was really tough. But
Yeah.
you
The
know,
hardest thing.
that was the best way we could honour him because he was such a showman. So the show
Yeah.
did go on for him.
But it is wild that you do, no matter what's going on,
Yeah.
you have to show up because no one can do it but you. You're there and you
Hey,
have a
I
job
know.
to do.
Same with you
Hello.
guys.
But it's
Yeah.
true.
We're the same.
You should have
Ding,
heard the shit show of a show that Joel and I did when Tim wasn't here one day.
That was the best thing for my ego, Lucy, being at home. Going, these two are normally real good at their jobs.
I know. We gave it a crack.
We've got it. Joel, let's
We
go.
just stared in each other's eyes and held on for dear life.
And there was pure terror in
Yeah.
both of our eyes the whole show.
Now,
You're
before
a
we,
tight trio.
yes.
before we get into Quick Draw, the three of us often talk about bracket songs, right? So songs with brackets in the title. And as soon as you start getting into that kind of world, you realise how many huge songs are bracket songs. But I think you, Lucy, may have the first ever brackets podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's I love with in brackets Lucy.
That's true. A brackets. I'd never thought of that, Tim. That's brilliant.
I love that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I love it. Are you
It's true, I
enjoying
do.
it?
I love it because I just love hearing about what people love. I was lucky enough to have Joel on for the first season, and we've just started recording the second season, and it's just been so nice. I want to hear. There's so much in the world
It's weird.
that's
My
really
name, my number
tough.
hasn't changed for 20 years. That's strange, though.
Tim, anyway.
What you don't love, your old mates.
Tim Blackwell.
You won't know anything he loves. It's also off Broadway. I don't know any of it.
I know his wife. Mine.
I
But no,
love
it's
it.
been lovely. It's been lovely just to hear what people love.
Let's
What a
get into
delight.
Quick Draw. Now, I don't believe you've played Quick Draw before, but you're going to play
No.
versus Joel. Let's throw
Oh my
it to our
gosh,
Prime Minister
I have to stand.
Okay, I'm going to stand too. I'm quite
with
nervous.
the rules.
I'm Anthony Albanese, and these are the official Quick Draw rules. Tim will give a category and a letter. The first to yell out a correct answer gets a point. The first answer you yell out is locked in. Best out of 7 wins. Ultimately, Tim will exercise his discretion.
And a big shout out to Albo on Tuesday for giving me the first vote in the pumpkin carving
believe
contest as well.
Can't believe it.
Wow.
Such a cheeky, slippery little sucker you are.
Practice question. Here we go. Okay. Name a musical starting with M.
Mamma Mia.
Hey!
2 M's.
Oh my God.
Actually,
2 points.
multiple M's.
Don't yourself. Lucy Durack's here. Going to play Quick Draw for real when we come back.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel's Quick Draw.
So good to see Lucy Durack. She is normally on stage, but now she's behind the mic.
No, it's very
Chilling
exciting.
out with I Love with Lucy, the podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, you can download your Hey Lemonade app. What's that?
Yeah, it's a pep talk, evidence-based pep talk. Very quick pep talks that are written by amazing writers and overseen by psychologists.
Oh, I love this.
That's
I love it. I
incredible.
need this every day. Joel and I on our way in, we can.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, you can have like a pump up
Give us a little
3 p.m.
example.
freshen up. Well, I've only written a guilty parent antidote, which is near and dear to my heart, but we have many, many better writers than me who've written feeling blur, feeling FOMO, feeling lonely, can't stop crying.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's
lots
me
of
every
public
day.
speaking jitters, imposter
FOMO I
syndrome
get
antidote.
all the time.
Yeah.
So are you saying if there's a party I really want to go to but I can't, I should listen to your pep talk?
There is actually a part. We have one called I don't want to go to the party.
Oh, no. But I do want to go to the party.
Yeah, no, he's the opposite.
Okay. Oh, FOMO. So you'd be good for FOMO.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Oh my God, you
brilliant.
have the most FOMO of anyone I've ever met in my whole life.
Pardon what? What's happening over there?
What's going on over there? There's something. Oh my God. Oh
All
my
right,
God,
let's do
there's a
this. It's Quick Draw.
Okay.
I mean, Lucy outdid herself in the practice question. She went double M.
And I was trying to be too clever, I think.
Now, Lucy, you are, everyone knows it, the world's nicest person. But what I want you to do is just find your inner bitch.
Yes.
And win this shit.
Oh, I'm quite nervous.
I know, it's the Battle of the Blondes. I'm wearing a hat today, though, because my hair's snapping off. Too much bleach.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel. On Nova.